Hey guys, it's actually early morning. It's before 9 a.m. I had the grands for a while, and I thought my appointment today was 11:20. It's 9:20. So, it was a good thing the grands, I watched them down at Tasha and JR's. He worked till 4:30. Excuse me. Anyways, so I got Amelia on the bus and such, and I had to jet. And being that Tasha knew that I had to go to the doctor's, one of her coworkers that lives not too far away actually picked her up and took her to work. Thank goodness. This is a new referral for the orthopedic for my knee. So I don't know what made me get the new paperwork out to, because like I had to fill a bunch of paperwork out, questions and doctors and MRIs, you know what I mean? Because I'm switching. So you might hear the map come up, and I apologize. It's a place I've never been before. I kind of think I know how to get there, but I'm going to get there. My appointment is for 9:20, and it says arrival 9:19. So the best thing I could do was put a little bit of face lotion on. I did my eyebrows a little bit and brushed my hair and just put them back in those big combs. The other day I was watching some YouTube shorts, and it was funny because like a lot of the hair things, Brad Mondo and stuff will come up, and they were using banana clips, and I was like, oh my goodness. I sent it to Tasha. She goes, that's too funny. I seen not long ago about banana clips. I said, isn't it weird? Like I just ordered them like 3 months ago, and now it's showing that they're using them again. So I couldn't find my banana clip, and sometimes like when my hair is completely dry, my hair is too thick to get all the way up into it and clip it. But I need a heavier, thicker one, you know? So anyways, we'll see what this doctor says. I don't know if I'm seeing the actual doctor today or if I'm seeing the physician's assistant, because I know sometimes that happens, but I'm going to see if he accepts it as a new patient, what he feels about the knee. See, I can't, for some reason, my, it's not talking. I'm not sure why. I can't get it to Bluetooth to his radio for some reason. The directions are popping up, but normally, I have the volume all the way up. You would think that would work. And today is not a day. Oh, I know. Okay. Today is not a day that I could afford to take the wrong turn or anything. So, not too much has been going on since yesterday, of course. I did watch all these shorts. I have them on with my Duncan t-shirt. I think they run a little big, because I could have really used a small. So I'm wondering if the medium will fit Tasha, because road work. Oh no, because she does wear a large, and I kind of feel like these run a little big. They have pockets, guys, pockets. You don't know me, but I love pockets. I was actually able to double checked, put my money right in the pocket, which is great. Didn't even have time to get a Dunkin'. I have a homemade coffee that I made at home, and it's really pretty good. Gotta be careful, there's a big machine here. And this flag person was doing nothing but his fingers crossed. Like, are you kidding me? And then comes out from the curb and puts the stop sign up. Like, how are you sitting there with your arms crossed about your chest and then come out and put the stop sign up? Like, totally ignorant. Sorry. Now he's looking down the road. Yeah. Please stay off the side of the road. Sorry, guys. I just can't do. You would think he would have seen me coming and would have came from the curb. So anyways, yeah, I'm thinking about it. As I'm sitting here, these short legs, they're bigger legs, you know, which I like. Being that, you know, I'm going to be 63 this year. There's some shorts I did get rid of. Some of my jean shorts that just were a little shorter. I don't know, and I just felt not totally age appropriate. Didn't show anything, but I also don't like the top of my legs touching and feeling that like skin to skin. I've always been like that though. So, and just sitting here, they do. If I fix them once the traffic, there's traffic behind me. I'll do it now. Yeah. So when you go to sit down, they just kind of roll up a little bit. They're like the light nylon. So if you have them at your Aldi store and they're marked down to $1.99, jump on them. I would have purchased them. But I said, like I said, I was like, oh, I don't need no shorts. But then I went and I cleaned more things out of my dresser drawers after I brought my summer things out. I was like, you know what? Getting rid of these. Got rid of a few of my biker shorts because, guys, I had 8 pairs of gray biker shorts. And it wasn't that they were like a different shade of gray. So if like family or friends seen me, they would have thought, oh, you know what I mean? It's just a different shade. They were too close. So I did get rid of those, and 2 pairs of jean shorts as well. My sister laughs at me. She goes, you really want? I said, I really do. I said, but it's really got to be a good price. It's really got to be where the land is near like an electrical pole, where I have actual, you know, like water and stuff. So, because if not, and say the land sets back and the pole isn't within so many feet, it costs thousands of dollars to have that brought to your home. So, and I told her that I'm looking like for a single wide, or there was one like it said Amish built. It was like a shed, and they had redid it and made it like it was a tiny home, but it was too tiny. It was like 200 square feet. That's too tiny. I want a little larger than 200. I want 300 to 400 if I'm doing a tiny. And then if I'm doing a single wide, I don't want anything over like, I think it's like 9 or 980. So, and she just laughed. She goes, I don't know if I could do that. I was like, yeah. I said, but it's you and your husband. It's just me. You know? She goes, well, what about when the grands spend the night? I said, well, that's the great thing. I've got a full-size bed. They could either, sleep in my bed, and I could have some type of comfortable couch. I would like the big, not big, because obviously I won't have a lot of space. But it looks like corduroy or something, and it's really lush and thick and soft looking, and a lot of people have them. Or even like they've got the chair and it's big and wide, or a love seat, I said that I could sleep on that. They could sleep in the bed. She's like, you got it all planned out. I said, well, in my head I do. I'm not willing to spend more for that than I would a home. You see what I'm saying? So. No, I do keep thinking about that. That fifth wheel that they had on the property, it was like a half an acre, which is perfect. It already had the connected to the city sewer and, electricity. It had all skirting around it. It was winterized. where it was all year long. But it was too close to the road. And I don't know, I thought, oh, you don't want that, you don't want that. I'm telling you, I looked at it, when I went inside, it was like 300 square feet. And when I went inside, it was gorgeous. It had like a little island, you know what I mean, for the kitchen. And yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But something, there was a reason. That's all I keep looking at. There was a reason why I didn't do it. So that's the way I'll go with that. But it was beautiful the way they had it done. It was painted. It had 3 slide outs, which they kept it slid out the whole time. It was really nice. And it had a loft, where the loft could have slept the grands. But I don't know. We shall see what happens. But as you guys know, I definitely would never move in the winter. Unless, the only way I would move in the winter is if it's a banging, stealing deal. Like, thousands of dollars saved, the perfect property, the perfect area. That's the only way I would move in the winter. And I would hire movers. Because in this type of season, I wouldn't hire movers, professional movers, only because there would be myself, there would be Tasha, there would be JR, there would be Tasha's sister, there would be my sister, my brother. There'd be plenty of people to help me move if I found the place. However, in the winter, I wouldn't put anyone through that, because Central New York winters, it can get pretty cold. And then after, like, say, snow and rain and such, if it warms up a little bit, you're just in mud. It's just not pretty. Okay, so I gave the grands their boots yesterday. They loved them. Actually, Amelia didn't wear them to school today because it's not soaking wet, but it is going to rain. She's got a pretty dress on because of today are her graduation pictures, and they actually put them in like a little cap and gown. Is this a trash truck or and Tasha had purchased like a little sash, and it says something, I don't remember the exact, graduation. And she wants her to wear that because she would like, and save it and put away. So all 3 children, you know what I mean, have the same thing on for their kindergarten graduations. So, and her little dress was so pretty. And I remember at the beginning of the year, it was, not that it was big on her, like through her shoulders or anything, but it was like a little long, and now it's not. And I love that, you know, she has those little, they were like for her cheerleading skirt. And they're like bikers, but they're a little shorter and they're thinner. And that Tasha puts them under every dress, or, you know, leaves. She has her clothes out the night before, like I did my kids. And when I got her dressed, the little panties were right there with it to make sure that it doesn't, you know what I mean, go up or she bends over, because you know how kindergartens are. And then Tasha always says the way they play in mud and with worms, and they should have been boys. They should have been boys, and laughs. So, in a minute, I'm going to just turn the camera off. I'll turn some music on, because I don't want to make it too long of a car vlog. We know how boring that could get, right? Snooze fest. Oh, and Redheaded Storm commented again, you know, thanked me for telling you about her fundraiser for a kidney transplant. That again is on my community tab. Maybe in like a week or so I'll reshare it so it's easy to be found if anyone feels, you know, they would like to donate or anything like that. And you know what bothers me about that is she had asked Jerry specifically, because she's a 100%, Jerry and supporter. She's a subscriber. And
in about 1 mile, turn right onto Kirkville Road.
Share it or anything like that. And she never did. Or she had asked for assistance with a GoFundMe, and Jerry stated she didn't know how to do that. Yet she was able to create her one on the Christian. So, and that is she was a true subscriber. And she did apologize, that we got off on the wrong foot and such. And there's no need to
At the next stop sign, turn right.
Times I was a complete a-hole. I'm not gonna deny it. I got rude and overworked over it and frustrated. And a lot of it just came from seeing people who were suffering from cancer.
At the stop sign, turn right onto Kirkville Road.
Family members suffer from cancer, and all they endured, to seeing somebody that doesn't really get a lot of medical attention all that time with her bed sores. That's what they were.
In 1.8 miles, keep left.
Not getting the medical treatment. Well, yes, very frustrating. Yes. Prior to that, I didn't believe she had cancer until that phone call that Mona shared on, I think it was Joni's or Mona's, one of the channels, and it was confirmed by the doctor. So I still don't think she gets treatment the way she should, or follow through. I don't believe that she helps herself as far as treatment, as far as what she should eat, what she shouldn't eat, as far as not being mobile, many things, I guess I just don't understand how someone, amazing, the gas is $2.81 here. He's full. It's just amazing to me. I would want to help myself. Look, mine's just a dang knee replacement. It's not,
in 1 mile, keep left.
A life-threatening issue. And I wanted to be better. I want to be better with walking. I want to be more mobile, So, but let me just focus. I'm almost there, and I'll be back. Hey. Appointment's all done. I did see a physician's assistant. They did look at my knee. They did do the bending, the touching, the reflex, and such. And now what is going to happen is she's going to give that report to the doctor, and then they will call me to make another appointment. So we'll see how that goes. The numbness in the knee, he said he said, because it was a gentleman, but it wasn't the doctor. But he said that probably will never leave. I'll always feel that.
Stay in the left 2 lanes.
I have an issue with that. With the numbness, it will go away. Others will.
In 4 miles, turn left onto North Manlius Road.
So I don't know. But he does feel there needs to be a nerve conduction study, which my insurance has denied twice. So I'm hoping, because it's a different physician, they'll see, hey, it's something that really needs to be done. So this is a way I'm not familiar with, so I wanted to come on and say that real quickly. There's an Amazon warehouse. I was watching YouTube last night. I fell asleep early. Then I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning, was up for hours. Where they were buying these slushy machines. And this is where prices go up, okay? So they were buying these slushy machines. It was a guy, I want to say he was buying them for $49.99, which right now they have them at Aldi's for $29.99. But in his videos, it was released 44 minutes before I seen it. There was Christmas decorations and such. So it had to have been a video he did a while ago. But anyways, he was selling them on YouTube. Amazon. People were purchasing them. As he was buying them, he was listing them. And he was selling them for like $160. Like, this is why things in the store get marked up as well. Like, come on. Even if you're purchasing them for $50, you're selling them for like $160, $110 profit. I make money. But if people are purchasing it for that, these stores are going to think, well, there's people out there purchasing it for that amount of money. So, alright, so I'm just going to head home, and I'm definitely getting a Dunkin'. Definitely. My homemade coffee's just about done. I made that at like 5:30 this morning. So I woke up just a little before 1. I approved some comments on my my vlog, and then I didn't fall back asleep, I'm not kidding you, until almost 4 o'clock. And then I was up at 5:15, so I'm very tired feeling. A lot has to do with the weather, just being gloomy, and I don't know, my subscribers with like fibromyalgia and all that, just let me know if your bones truly ache, your joints and such in this weather, because my right hand, I could barely move this morning. So I do lay in bed, and I like stretch my legs, my arms before I can get up. And then I'll get up and I move around. I don't go right away and make coffee or anything. I walk, around my apartment. I open my curtains. You know how there's a morning ritual? So I'll open my curtains when it's not cold out right now. So when I think it's going to be 70 today. But like I'll open my front door and my screen door is locked. Then I made my coffee and walked down to my grand's, and Everly was still sleeping. Trey and Amelia were up. They were actually eating breakfast, and Tasha was just about ready for work. And her phone rang. It was so loud. The volume was all the way up. I swear I jumped, and she laughed, but her coworker was picking her up and letting her know that she was like 2 blocks away. So, and then like 8:30-ish, I had to wake JR up and let him know, hey. He's like, I know. So he got up and he turned the movie on for the kids, and he asked if they wanted to play with they have tons of blocks. So once they're brought out, there's a huge mess. And he said, do you want to play with the blocks right now? And Everly's like, well, I want Nana to build blocks with me. I want to go with Nana. I said, Nana's got an appointment, little one. I can't take you to the appointment. And she wasn't happy. I said, I actually might stop by and pick her up.
In 1 mile, turn left onto North Manlius Road.
Duncan, she loves to go in the car with me. And I love having her. Oops, 0.9 miles. I thought I turned there for some reason. So, really not too much on my agenda. I did not paint that wall or prime that wall like I was going to yesterday. I don't know if I'm going to today. My right hand, I think, will have a hard time. First, I edge out everything with a paintbrush, and then I do the roller, but my hand is feeling very weak. So I don't know if I'll do that or not. The other day when I was babysitting, Tasha had a few loads of laundry by her washer and dryers in the kitchen, and I did those for her and folded them, and I was able to put the girls' clothes away, but you know.
Turn left onto North Manlius Road.
Tasha's, and I folded them up and left them on the table. She came in, she's like, "Oh my God, Mom, thank you. I just pulled them out because I was gonna do them when I got done work." And then it was a turn.
In 1.7 miles, turn left onto Kirkville Road North.
Okay, 1.7 miles. I don't know how loud you guys are going to hear that, but it is not very loud for me on the phone. I don't know why. I think, like I told you, I think I'm going to take Amelia and Trey, and I'm going to surprise them and get them new bikes. Because I think Amelia needs a little bit bigger, or I'm going to have her measured for the bike. And I think I'm really going to get a bike for myself as well, too. I think using a bike will also be helpful, not only for exercise and healthiness, but as far as the movement with the knee and such. So, ladies, if I can roller skate, I could definitely pedal a bike. And then I'll have to ask JR if, hey, will my bike fit in your shed during the winter? Being they have 2 Jeeps, you know, and then there will be 3 bicycles, and then mine 4. The slide they didn't put into the storage unit.
At the next stop sign, turn left.
Like, that was left out, and then they loved it because Tasha and JR, when they had the slide out, they like patted down like the snow, and then they had like a big pile of snow, and they would go right into it.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Kirkville Road North.
Alright, so I turn up here. I'm telling you, these, when you use the GPS system for directions, this is not a way I came to the doctor's appointment. This is a total different way. They don't have a stop sign. Oh, they do. There's no stop sign there. Yeah.
In about 1 mile, turn right onto Filer Road.
Okay. It's pretty through here, though. It's like all the back roads. It's just nice. Some really huge houses, though. And I do mean huge. I don't think I've ever been on this road, to be honest with you. But I don't have too much more to say. I don't know if my orthopedic that I have now is going to be upset. I'm sure he has access to all my medical records. You know, it's not that because I love my doctor, he's great, but there's something not right with my leg.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
To feel like a clicking, like a popping. It's a popping. Something just isn't right, and I refuse to get my left leg done unless it comes to the point where, like, I cannot walk. You know, then I would do something. I know Canuck had hers.
At the stop sign, turn right onto Filer Road.
She'd ever consider getting a knee replacement. Let's see, is this the road I want? Yep. I don't know if she'd ever consider getting her other knee replaced. you know. And
In 6.7 miles, turn
do
left.
so well with knee replacements, and I so thought I was going to be one of those people. Being the hip was easy, and all my other prior surgeries, I was fine. But this one, not to be doing. Yeah, this is a different way. I love the color of that house. Yeah, I love seeing different ways. Char's like, because there's a few like mobile home areas, you know, and he's like, Mom, why don't you just purchase that? There's like 55 and older. I said, honey, I don't really want to live in a park-like setting right now. I'd love just like a half an acre of land where it's peaceful, where I could fence and, you know, call you and Tasha up and say, hey, bring the kids over. Or call you up and say, hey, I'm going to pick up the grands. And we could be outside and not worry about, you know, one dodging off, one running out of the yard. Can have the pool up, can do so many things. And he's like, yeah, I know, but you're not getting any younger. I said, however, I'm going to feel as good as I do and keep doing me rather than try to get in that setting where, you know, I don't do a heck of a lot. Because for that, I mean, they got the apartments over by me that are 55 and over. Some are like handicapped and, you know what I mean? But, yeah, no, I just don't want to maintain anything large at all. I want to be a minimalist. That's why I held off on buying any more pans and such like that. Those pans, someone asked me in the comments, what's the name? They're Crofton pans, and other people have purchased them from Aldi's and also love them as well. Easy cleanup, non-stick, work fantastic. I mean, I've had one pan for 3 to 4 years now, not a stain on it, just looks brand new, cleans up phenomenal. Like, it's the easiest cleanup when you know, go to wash your pans. They are not dishwasher safe, or that's what I believe, because I've never put them in the dishwasher, ever. So, and when I go home, I don't know, I got to do something to keep me busy. First, I'm going to go visit Everly. I think I am going to pick her up and take her for the ride to get coffee. She loves it. So I think I will go home first, pick her up, take her to get coffee, and then go back, spend a little time with her, and then go back home. So, but I'm going to end the vlog here because it's probably been too long. I'm going to turn on some music, and music does something for my soul. So, but until later, guys, you know me.